Okay, the first test is the 6-axis test. You can see in GTA 4 it works pretty well, but in MGS on the little tiny screen on the bottom it doesn't work that well. On the original PS3 controller, when you flick the controller, you'd switch camo almost immediately. I don't know if it's a game problem or what, but you can see I'm controlling the boat pretty well right there on that screen. There's a bit of lag, but the whole game has a bit of lag. Sometimes it runs on 24 frames, I think. I have no clue. It runs like ass. But yeah, the 6-axis works. I've heard it doesn't work for long though. They say after 3 months it's gonna give out, but for like 26 ringgit, I mean, yeah, I can't complain. Actually, no, you could complain. You could literally pay twice, no, 3 times more, and then get a second-hand controller for like 60, 70 bucks. Maybe you should get an original PS3 controller. But I mean, most of these things, they're like gimmicks. They kind of work. Not many games uses the 6-axis unless you're playing Loco Roco. Alright, for 26 ringgit, I didn't think I'd get pressure sensitivity, but here you can see me testing the pressure sensitivity in Metal Gear Solid 3 HD. So the harder you press, the more it zooms in. In the game, you can actually aim your gun with square, light press square, and then if you release it, it'll keep it back. Oh. Oh shit. It's too bright. Let me change that. There you go. So I'm doing a trigger test. You can see on the top is the PlayStation 4 trigger, and then on the bottom is the fake OEM controller. It's so super sensitive. I think it goes halfway and then everything, and then after that, like just everything. So halfway and then everything. There's no, you can't play a racing game like this in GTA. Like trying to drive your car, you got the pedal to the metal all the time. So kind of bad. Now this is the worst part about it. Right here you can see it's like a square gate. I have no clue what the hell is going on. But the joystick is so sensitive. There's a big dead spot right in the middle. There's nothing, and then it jumps. Right? And then once you reach about like 60-70%, and then there's like no more point. It's already pushed to its to the tippy top, to its limit. So you can see on the top right, Snake is running around like a fucking spastic because of the controller. I'm sorry, can I say that? What the fuck? Okay, never mind. So yeah, you can take a look. There's so much give. There's a lot of dead spots around this controller. You can't do a circle in the middle of the joystick. You'd have to go to the end. But at the end, it's a square gate. It's no good. Anyway, check this out. This is an error test. Anything that goes over the limit is considered an error. You can see the PlayStation 4 controller on the right there. It's roughly a circle, although a little bit big, so kind of square, but not that bad. But you can see this one is really bad. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Imagine playing that. Imagine trying to play Street Fighter or Tekken with this, trying to do Fireball. Right, so you saw the test. This is what it'll look like when you're playing. You push so slowly, and then Snake runs like a fucking maniac. It's really light. I think if you're playing Metal Gear Solid, you have to use the directional pads. So here's a problem. The top pad has a problem. I think this is what you get if you get an OEM controller. There's no quality control. So some buttons might work, some buttons might not. I'm lucky that I got a somewhat functioning controller. So yeah, you kind of have to risk that. Check that out. Love this. I love doing that in Metal Gear Solid. Wow. Look at that, zooms right in on his face. Whoa. Alright, so what was I saying? Yeah, Metal Gear Solid, it has that gun thing, right? So if you press lightly, Snake will take out the gun, and then if you release, he'll keep it back. But if you press hard, he shoots. The moment you release, he'll shoot the gun. It's like you've done squeeze the trigger, and you let it go. If you press it lightly, you're just aiming the gun. So on the PlayStation 2, it did that. On the MGS HD, it did that also. But with this controller, I guess you can't. Now here's the strange thing. The square it doesn't work at all. I'm sorry about my swearing, I don't mean to. But the X, it kind of works well. A quick press will make him crouch, and then a hard press is going to make him lie down. So I'm quick pressing and hard pressing. There you go. So that works. I guess, again, it's really just quality control. But I think the joysticks they use is just not good anyway.